Our guest DMX.
You got jokes.
Only Think Girls
Y'all
Radio.
a mess.
Think Girls Radio.
Y'all a mess.
We
Wow.
the mess? How we the mess? You on here barking and stuff, and he talking about we the mess.
He gave us a little. You better stop. You gonna make our ratings go up? They gonna think you the dog for real, man.
Talking about they got DMX on there. Not real DMX, y'all.
HD.
Yeah. So is your daughter coming on? Is she gonna come? Right.
Her and her mother, they said they were. I'm not in contact with them at the moment, but they said they was.
Okay. Yeah. So how many books in total you got?
Well, this is my first one published.
Okay, published book. Okay,
this is the first one published. All of them, there's 4 more already written.
Okay.
I already submitted Tiana Claus to the publishing company, but the pandemic messed everything up, set everything back.
Right, I agree.
You know what I mean? But it's coming because my vision is not to just have these books. Like once I get a couple of them out and the public can see her, I want to turn it into a cartoon. When I leave here, I'm leaving my daughter something.
Hi, everybody. IG land. I thought I was live, but I wasn't. Now I'm live now. I thought I was, right? We're on commercial with on a radio station, but
sorry, I shouldn't have asked you that.
But we got everything together now with the Facebook. We're back to the regular scheduled program that we normally be on Zoom, and then we share it to Facebook. So those of you who want to tune in through IG, y'all can do that, or y'all can tune in on Facebook right now as well. Or y'all can go later and look through
y'all on the radio.
YouTube.
We on the radio now? Hi, everybody out there.
Hi, everybody.
How y'all doing?
Back. Hi, Dorland. We're back. Sorry for the interruption, but we had to get it together, but we got it together now. Everybody in Sadior land, we're back on Facebook and IG, and we're here with our guest, Henry Davis, a children's author, the author of Tiana's Mermaid. That's what
Mermaid.
Yay, Tiana Mermaid. That's so cute.
Was with us before. Hey, Gina. Yeah, we're back, and now Henry, you were telling us about the book and recap of everything.
Well, a recap. Wow.
Well, you don't have to. Those people that were listening. Basically, he was in prison, and he wanted to find a way to reach out to his daughter and make his daughter feel the love that he had. So he started writing a book, comic book. And you said you got it published when you came home, right?
I got it published some years after I came home because my self-esteem was shot, and I didn't think nobody really be interested in anything that I wrote. You know what I mean? People out there, I need to let y'all know, if y'all have any talent, stop doubting yourself and just go for it. Like Nike said, just do it. Just go for it. You never know what might happen. Like, what's the worst that could happen? That you make some money? That you get your name out there? Like, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, take the chance, go out there, put one foot in front of the other and get it done.
Right.
If you're not here forever, man, tomorrow's not promised.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so you were telling me while we were on break, Mr. Davis, that you wrote a collection of books. This is just the first one that was published about your daughter. Is that right?
Did he freeze again?
We playing freeze tag with this dude here.
Okay.
He must got down in that. No.
Henry, you're being a difficult guest because you're Henry phone keeps freezing. I don't know if he has bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah, his Wi-Fi
at his house or whatever. So he froze again.
But he was saying, for all those out there, he was saying that he wrote a collection of books that he is hoping to progress into cartoons
Like
and
a
everything.
series, right?
Right, a series of cartoons and everything, but he only got the first one published thus far. So he was saying due to the COVID-19, a lot of things got pushed back, but we should be hearing more from him and the whole, series of
Collection.
books and
Hmm.
cartoons about his daughter. And I think that's amazing and that's profound that he, was so concerned with her well-being that he wanted to connect with her. And this is a great legacy for a young lady, from her dad. So just an amazing thing, and it comes from an amazing man that he got down to the lowest part of his life that he felt like, but he was able to launch something really positive and channel that energy into something really positive. So that is utterly amazing. And to all little girls out there, you all special to daddies and to all of us, and all the people who are and all the people who
Hey, boo.
feel like you can't do anything, you don't have the resources, that you can't do it. Look at these amazing stories. Look at his story. He was in jail and he was able to publish a book. So it's no limits to what you guys can do. And now that I'm off my fairy godmother talk, yeah, what we
Hi,
got?
everybody on Facebook now. We see you guys. Are you chimed in on Facebook as well? Keisha, do you see that it's been shared and now they can see and comment on
Yeah, I'm able to see. I'm not able to see a lot of comments now, but I see it, babe.
okay. Hey, boo. All right, so I guess our guest is finished for now because he's having technical difficulties with his Wi-Fi. So we're gonna move on with the show and get back to what we were talking about, which
Now
was
back to these men.
back to relationship, back to the male ego, back to women being submissive, back to, what do you guys feel? How do we feel? And do you want to start or should I? As far as no, you were telling a story about Dylan and Dallas.
Oh yeah, I was saying that it's so funny. Well, what I was really getting at is it's hilarious to me that's to see the ego start at such an early age, with the young men. And it is it's like a little bit of a challenge because I gotta it's fragile at the same time, but you know what I'm saying? It's coming together. It's fragile at this age. So it's very important how us as mothers and women we handle them, because I see I have to be a lot more, encourage my sons so much and like feed the ego because it's part of their personality and I see that it's the forefront of how they're going to be operating. But it's just so hilarious to me that how dominant and how what I'm saying, how it could
It's
be.
natural. It's like it's not nothing. They're not faking about this. They got it
No,
early. Like
no. And I'm like, look, little boys, y'all not gonna be having mommy feeling like she gotta submit to all of this stuff from
and,
y'all.
and Black got it bad because she's the only woman in the house and she got these two boys with all of
Right.
these male
Yeah.
egos and stuff that she has to cater to because as the mom you are the first woman or first female they're being introduced to.
Correct.
So how you interact with them is going to be
Yes.
how it's going to guide them into how they're going to be reacting with girls and women
And
in the
women.
future.
Right. And you said a mouthful right there. So
So,
I
so Henry, we see that you're back, but you keep going in and out. So we're gonna let you just wrap it up really quick because we're gonna get back to our show because we can't keep going in and out. Okay. So is there any last things you want to say?
and tell us how we get your book. Tell them how they get your books and how to reach you and all of that stuff. Your social media, your website, all of that good stuff.
Well, it's Henry Davis on Facebook. You can get an ebook or a regular hard copy on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, iTunes, or Google Play. If anybody is in the Bronx or they don't have access to those things, you can call me at 646-837-4451 and we can meet and I can give you a copy. I can autograph it. And that's that. It's a very good children's story. My daughter's ecstatic about it. Everybody that sees it loves it.
Okay.
It's been a gift and it's been a pleasure and a lot of fun.
We're glad to see that you did that. You know, when you were in jail, you were you did something productive with your time, and you pursued your dream. You had a plan and you executed. And you know, we commend you and congratulate you, King, on what you did. And continue to push your work, continue to put more work out there. We'll be listening, we'll be watching, and we want
And
to
I want
thank you for you know, coming on the show and being our entrepreneur that we highlighted, our Black entrepreneur, not just our entrepreneur, but our Black entrepreneur that we like to highlight. We like to highlight a Black entrepreneur every show.
show.
And we had the pleasure of having you on this week. So we want to thank
And
you.
yeah, and I want to thank you too. And I also want to support you, Mr. Davis. And I want to get an autographed book for my niece. I think it'll be a wonderful gift from her. She's a daddy's girl as well. So, you know, make sure that I have your information. And she's up there in New York. So, what I would like to do is you autograph it and maybe you ship it to her directly or something like that. Because I'm here in Georgia. It makes no sense for you to, you know, send it to me. And I just want to tell you that, you know, I'm very, very proud of you. This is an amazing thing that you're doing. And, you know, to all the little girls out there, you are the apples of daddy's eyes. And look how, you know, he was able to put this together. So thank you. So tell them once again how they can reach you on all the platforms just one more time so they'll be clear that they heard it, and your number once again before you go.
Well, like I said, it's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, and Google Play. My phone number is 646-837-4451. My Facebook page is Henry Davis, and I also have a page called Tiana Books that updates when things are going on with the books, my t-shirts, my hoodies, when the next book is coming out, and things of that nature. Anything that has to do with Tiana and her characters will be on that page. It's called Tiana Books.
Awesome. All right. Well, it was a pleasure having you on the show. We look forward to seeing big things from you in the future. I'm going to cop that book from you. As soon as we get out of here, I'm going to get your information from my girl and look forward to seeing you doing big things in the future. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, God. I appreciate you.
We're
God bless.
God bless you and be safe.
Yo, y'all go buy this book. Buy this book.
Okay, so now that we're on Facebook, guys, you can see how the book looks. It's a black mermaid. You know, we don't really be seeing that. Okay, thank you, Henry.
Damn, we don't even see black mermaid.
They even be
listen, we swim too.
Right, yeah, right. Okay.
All right, X. All right, X. Thanks for being on our show. So we're gonna get back to our show.
All right, have a good day.
Talk to you guys later.
All right, Mark, you can take him out, or you could just leave the Zoom. Thank you, Henry. Okay, guys, we're back to the show. We're back to the topic at hand. So, you know, Keisha was talking about how her kids is already young and she's already seeing the male ego, you know, coming to the forefront. And, you know, I wanted to talk about this whole, you know, I've been trying to, you know, if those people that's my friends on Facebook, I didn't put it on IG, but I had put up a topic about sort of like this. I don't know if it was this week or last week about, you know, and then we just got into depth. So I thought we should piggyback on that as far as, you know, it went further. First I had put up about, you know, if you were on a date, you know, how do you feel about a male, you know, ordering food for his date? You know, and then it piggybacked and we talked and got into depth about that. So we were just, me and Keisha, me and Black talk all the time. I keep calling her Keisha, but her name is Black Glory. I'm sorry. Me and Black talk all the time. And we just be trying to, you know, when they be saying that men are from Mars and women are from Venus, it really is true because we just can't figure this shit out. Like, we didn't know that these guys really be thinking like this, and they think that we supposed to think like this and stuff like that. So I have been talking, I have been talking to people, in my past and in my present, and I've always been told that, damn girl, you don't listen for nothing. Guys that I have dealt with, and now this is like, what is this whole listening thing? So my thing is this: I'm an old school person. I do believe in role play in a relationship. I do think that is things that men should be doing and that women should be doing. But I also believe that we're in a new kind of time, and this mentality that these guys have, that they are supposed to be the head of the the leader and the head of the relationship, and they're supposed to have control of the relationship. It doesn't just come automatically. You know what I mean? I do feel like as a man, you're supposed to provide and protect and guide. So if you're a man and you want your woman to listen to you, and you have to be a good leader, a good
I agree.
somebody to somebody worthy of following. You can't just think that you ain't doing nothing, you ain't about nothing, or you ain't got nothing to offer or teach them or nothing, and we as women just supposed to be submissive and just listen to you just for GP. I don't operate like that. I have no problem. I have a strong personality, but I do believe in role playing. I wouldn't have a problem being submissive or playing a submissive role if a man was playing his role to what I am expecting him to be. Like I was saying in the show before we went on break, I grew up, my mom, my father died when I was a toddler. My mom remarried twice, but both times that she married to men, real men. I see my stepdads being providers, protectors. They married my mother with 4 kids that wasn't theirs, and they came in and then they treat us no differently. They came in there. I saw men, as a stepdad, I seen them, fixing things. I saw them going to work every day, working hard, literally coming home, bringing a paycheck to my mother, saying, "Listen, this is you. Go pay the bills. Go do this. Go do that." You know what I mean? They had
just
cars.
being an all-around man. Just being an all-around man.
When I'm looking for
a leader.
Yeah, when I'm looking, or when I say a man, I'm expecting to see stuff like this. These new world order men, they just don't be doing nothing. You gotta hire somebody to paint. You gotta your car needs oil. You gotta take it to the oil. You gotta take it to professionals.
Your batteries be beeping out of the fire thing. They don't even put it in there. You climbing up there, yeah.
They don't even know how to change damn light bulbs. But they want you to be they fucking banging on their chest talking about they king and you need to respect me and listen to me and all that. And on top of them not doing everything, they have this thing where they want 50-50, where we're doing 50, we're working hard just as them and bringing in 50% of the finances, where we're paying half of the rent or half of the bills and all of that. We doing everything they doing, but we must listen to them. I don't get it. Can somebody break this down to me? Because I don't understand. Why are we listen? So if that's the case, then you should listen to me as well. We should be listening to each other. It don't mean just because you're the man that you are dominant and we supposed to be also submissive to you just because. Are you what do you call that? Are you worthy of being followed? As a man, you really need to ask that question. I don't get this entitlement, this false sense of entitlement.
My thing is, I look at some of the men that I've dated and everything, and I'm like, well, if you don't have a plan, what is there for me to follow? You know what I'm saying? Like, what direction are you going? You know what I'm saying? Like, you meet them, you date them, and they seem like they got, their stuff together. But when you talk about going into submitting to a man and, being serious and taking it to another level, or they just wanting you to listen and all of that, but you seeing, how they're moving overall, And in some areas they may be moving good, but in other areas you're like, dude, I'm not going down that path. That
I
don't
feel like we
look
should have a right to make a choice
yeah.
if you want to listen to it.
Right. I mean, I like you. We're dating. I think you're cool. But when you start getting into you want to order my food and you want to start controlling and you want to have an opinion
Oh,
on
let's
how
not
much I'm gonna
get into
eat or
that.
what I'm gonna eat, and you want to make decisions on my household and certain things, and you're not contributing and you're not being an overall man. And what I think, you're not even built for to be a leader. Like I don't know. That's kind of tough for me. And then I don't get the thing where women can't. The thing that's hurting me these days is why can't I be expressive? Why can't I tell you how I feel without you, hounding me saying,
You
"Oh, you
too
too."
aggressive.
I'm a woman. I have emotions, and I don't want to suppress them. And I want to be able to clearly express myself to you and let you know exactly how I feel. I don't want to. I don't want you to make any assumptions. So let us be clear. You know what I'm saying on how I feel and what I think and what I believe. So you'll know. But for some reason, because I'm a black woman and the whole world is against what I'm saying, it's like, oh, you a loudmouth. Oh, you know what I'm saying. You're aggressive. No. I know what I want.
Hold one moment, Black. For those of you guys that's just tuning in, anybody that want to call in and chime in on this topic is 929-231-6415. So all those people out in Sadior land that's not tuning in through social media, if you guys want to call in on the phone, you can call in at 929-231-6415. We would love to hear y'all views and opinions on this topic.
Absolutely. So, I have a lot of people in my family who have been married, for years. My grandfather and my grandmother, all of that stuff. And I've seen how men back in those days have courted and treated women and provided for them and supplied and
Absolutely.
just made the
It's
whole
different. They different. They on different times
very,
now.
very different. And how they respected women. And it was almost like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep her happy. I'm going to provide for her or whatever and make her feel comfortable. And that's why those women were so much more, willing to do, everything and anything to make those men happy because they seen how hard it was for them, what they had to overcome, how they maneuvered it, and how hard they were working and trying to keep family together. So of course, you wouldn't want to tear the family down and be a certain way. And of course, you dealt with certain things, because you knew it was just the right thing to do because, he had all good intentions. He wasn't disrespecting you. He wasn't physically abusing you. He wasn't verbally abusing you. He wasn't manipulating you and, all these new things that's going on. And you could clearly be a woman and be yourself and still, you know what I'm saying? And still have a family and still have a man that's a leader in your household. And then you knew how to play your position. It was like you were a team and that's how the game goes. So I
And
think
you just said something key. The key word is he was a leader. Everybody
yeah,
is not a leader. Everybody is not made to lead. And just because you have a penis and you happen to be in a relationship with a woman that has a vagina, that don't mean that you are in a position to lead. And we have to, you have to come to that realization. At what point do you get out of that mentality that you think just because you're a man that you are as a woman supposed to listen to me? You know what they say, when you were a kid, you think as a kid, but when you were a boy, you think as a boy, but when you grow up, you think as a man. At some point, you gotta know, yeah, this don't just come, it's not a given thing. That you don't just be, you just get this woman that's just gonna be listening to you. You ain't doing nothing that you're supposed to be doing as a man, and she's still supposed to be submissive and bow down to you and kiss your feet. So somebody on IG said, I need a man that's the leader, but it can get crazy to lead two leaders bumping heads often. That's true. That's true. But I feel I'm one of the most I got a very strong personality. I would have no problem being submissive if you are doing everything that you're supposed to do as a man. I mean, I know there is some women that probably would still have an issue like, hell no, or whatever. But if that's not even the case, if you're not doing that, then we shouldn't even be having this subject, this discussion about why you don't listen. Why should I listen? I'm paying all of my rent. I'm paying my car note.
You having a strong personality has nothing to do with it. You're supposed to, the personality you have when you say is strong, you're just a regular, a
Black
regular.
woman.
Right. No, you're just a regular black woman and you're a regular woman. You're very compassionate. And I don't think is that you so much like when they say, oh, you're a strong woman, you're aggressive. You know exactly what you want. You're very decisive. You're not confused. And you lay it out like that. So we have to stop saying, oh, like trying to account for our personality. Oh, we this, we that. No, we know exactly what we want. We're
and
not.
what we don't want.
We're not indecisive. We know what we want to obtain. We have our goals set. We have our strategy or whatever. And that is what part of being a leader is about. And some men don't have that. They think because they have Gucci shoes, Gucci belt, and a car, they have their penis and everything, that is supposed to make you feel away. Okay,
and if they're not going to step up to it, I feel like if you dealing with a woman who has her standards or her expectations, if you're not willing to step up to that level, then keep it moving. Don't sit there and complain and then try to change her into something or whatever. But don't get mad at a woman because she has her goals and she has her expectations. If it's time where you be grown about it and you're like, you know what, you are being transparent and you're articulating and being very expressive as to what do you expect, and I don't think I can meet those expectations right now. So maybe I need to get my life together, or this is the wrong time.
Right.
It's about maturity. It's about communicating, and
right. And it's about effective communication. And I agree. That's what they should be saying, because a lot of times when they tell you you're not listening, they're not listening either. That's the problem. They don't want to hear anything. They want it to go their way. They don't want to meet you halfway. They don't want to go above and beyond. They want you to, pretty much, settle or compromise. And so that's why they're saying, oh, you don't listen. You don't do this. You don't do that.
I've had guys told me that I'm expecting too much. And I'm like, what exactly am I expecting that is just extremely like out of bounds? Like what is it that I'm expecting of my man or somebody that's supposed to be trying to be my man? And I don't get a clear answer. These guys really want to do and want you to be on their dick. Sorry,
we're in a different era. Remember, fast forward years before when it was our grandmoms and all of that.
Somebody said
men were providers or whatever.
Compromising is not any long-standing relationship. I do believe in compromising, but some things is this some things are not negotiable.
Not on everything. You don't compromise. You don't compromise your integrity, your safety, and your well-being. That's not something you want to compromise. Compromise in a relationship, meaning that, okay, he likes potatoes and I like, you know what I'm saying, tomatoes. And today I'm gonna have potatoes.
Tomorrow.
But when you trying to compromise my integrity and you want me to settle for certain things, I'm not doing that. That's I haven't had to settle before. You want me to come down instead of go up.
This is going a little off topic, but we discussed this earlier this week too, about some women will do anything to keep a man that they don't even, this whole new thing, I guess is not new, but these women that are giving their man and their husband threesomes. And I hear women that say that they're not into women, but they gave their man or their husband a threesome. Like you're compromising your whole sexuality.
And your whole marriage, and your whole relationship, your whole marriage.
I'm like, what is it that y'all won't do to keep these men? Now, you think that any of these men is gonna sleep with another man to please you? Because
yes.
What you want. But all these women that's out here that's saying they not even into women, but they giving a man threesome. I don't understand, not even a little bit of that mentality. Like, so let me get this straight. You not into women, but you just do it to please your man? if you can't please him, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother subject. But I'm just saying, like, that's just an example about when they saying about compromise. It's not about compromise. Some things you should stand tall on. Like, if that's not what you agree with, that's not what you want to do, or that's not what you're not into, then you shouldn't do it. Some of these women are just doing anything just to keep a man.
There you go.
Just to say that they in a relationship.
Yep.
It makes no sense.
I agree.
Somebody said today's men are different. Girl, bye. These women are sharing these ninjas and know it's sister wives out here. But who are we to judge? What makes their boat float? Right. Well, I ain't judging. We're
not judging. We just saying what we're talking about our own personal. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about, you know, the sister wives thing. Hey, as far as I know, when I had my man, I always caught them cheating. So I probably was a sister wife, you know, but I didn't, you know, I wasn't in agreement with it. So, you know, we can't say that. And we're not here to judge anybody else, but we're just speaking from our own story, you know, how we've experienced men who, you know, just want to be, you know, dominant and want us to submit to them. And we're just trying to figure out, you know, what's going on right now. Like, why do you feel like, you know, we should submit or behave a certain way, or you should control us in a certain way, and we don't see you as a leader?
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about when it comes to finances in a relationship? I'm not a 50-50 type of woman. Do you feel like it should be 50-50?
No, I've never thought that. Never thought it.
How about everybody in Sadior land and IG land and Facebook land? Do y'all believe that it should be, are y'all one of them people that believe in 50-50 in a relationship? Like, oh, you pay, the man and the woman pay half of the rent, half of the bills, half of everything? Because I'm more like 70-30 kind of girl or 60-40 kind of girl. I'm like, as a man, I don't know, my name is Fatima. I came up in an Islamic home, and that is one of the things that they embed in Muslim men. Like, you know how everybody thinks that because you're a Muslim that you can have 4 wives? No, main rule is you got to be able to provide
financially. Yeah,
you are entitled to have 4 wives, but you have to be able to provide and take care of those 4 wives equally. So
and them children and
all
the children.
50-50 stuff I don't get. And even in Islam, they have this thing called dowry, that before a man marries
right?
a woman, she gets to ask, you know, what does she want? You know what I mean? And these are the things that he has to bring, you know, before they get married and all this. Me, I'm Muslim. Well, you know, I was raised as a Muslim. These are some of the things that I walk around. I don't understand this whole, you know, you grown, I'm grown, we both working. So, you know, why do I gotta take care of you? I'm not asking for nobody to take care of me, but if you're not trying to help me, then I could do this by myself and I can date whoever I want to date. But if you want me to be exclusive to you and just mess with you and be in a committed relationship with you, make it worth my while. If not, then I could just do what the fuck I want to do. Well, whoever I want to do it with.
Period,
Pooh.
Period, Pooh. Puff, pal, patting the bell.
That's deep. That's real. You make so much sense. It should be 50-50. 50-50. I was talking about sexuality and communication. I meant the sexy thing. So what do you mean? What about 50-50? Do you believe that it should be 50-50 as far as the finances is concerned in a relationship? Panama Pete. So, you know, that's
I don't want no husband or no relationship where I gotta go 50-50 down the middle with you. I want to feel secure as a woman, like you protecting me, you providing for me. I'm a go get it anyway, and I'm gonna bring whatever I need to bring home as well. I'm a contribute and do my part, but I feel like you should make me.
Sex thing should be 50-50, not
what?
He's not talking about the finances.
The sex should be 50-50. What does he mean?
Meaning, like when we was talking about, would you want, if you know, you asked him for things, you know what I'm saying, that man be asking for things, would you do that for her? That's what he meant.
Oh, okay.
Meaning that. My thing is this, and then, you know, a lot of men want to say, we as Black women are very, boisterous and we become too aggressive and all that, do you blame us? If we don't got time to be soft and pink, because we too busy doing everything that y'all ain't doing or doing what y'all want us to be soft and pink, but we got to bring in 50% of everything that y'all doing. I mean, make up your mind. Do y'all want us soft and pink and submissive and cute and all this other stuff? And then what be killing me is the men that be wanting these 50-50 when it comes down to the finances, but they still expect you to be in there cooking and cleaning and being the primary guardian of the kids, helping with the homework, going to you when the kid is sick, or when the kids gotta go, a parent gotta go up to the school, you gotta be the one to take it off. But we going 50-50 on the finances. Get the hell out of here. Y'all can't have it both ways. Why is it 50-50 only when it comes to the finances, but everything else we have roles? You know what I mean? Like, oh, we have roles when it comes
please
to
don't ask me to cook and you ain't provide no food for me to cook. I'm not your wife and I'm not cooking nothing. I'm feeding my children and I'm chilling.
Hey, Moni. Right.
Ask me what I
don't know. I think that right there is different. Any man who got the audacity to be even asking somebody to cook and they ain't even buy the food, he's out of line.
No, I'm not gonna.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't have that kind of issue. I date the men that don't have no problem with, paying for dates and buying the food and all that. We have other issues along the line. But how are you thinking that somebody just supposed to be cooking for you and you ain't even buying groceries? Are you serious?
No, I'm not. No. But and this be, you can meet. I'm just shocked at how you meet the new men who you haven't really established, that much relationship with. You,
Mr. Which you said he definitely out of line for asking for that.
Asking for what?
I guess to cook, and he ain't even buy the food.
Yeah,
I was married for 16 years.
We haven't really rocked with each other. We're dating. We just meeting each other. I finally, let you over, or we finally in each other's presence, and you asking me.
Somebody said they was married for 16 years. My wife never worked a day for 16 years. He worked 2 full-time jobs. That's Panama Pete. He said he's Muslim too. And see what I mean? You see the difference? Assalamu alaikum, brother.
And I gotta go back to Islam then.
Exactly. I ain't deaning, but I mean, these Muslim men is looking more and more, what do you call that? Attractive by the day. Like, cause they get it. Like, cause it's in the deen. It's part of the deen. It's part of the deen. As a man, this is what you're supposed to do. I mean, these non-believers, these Christians, I don't know.
Hold on now. We got great Christian men out there too.
I'm playing, y'all know. We not dragging, because I know a lot of men that do believe that have that same type of mentality that are out here providing and taking care of their families or whatever. We're talking about some or whatever, or maybe some of the ones that we're just coming across, Mr. I can't, what you said, they got you fucked up. Yes, they definitely got me fucked up. He's trying
to be funny.
He's trying to be funny.
He got a lot of jokes. Yeah, all right. We see you.
But I'm here to set the record straight. That's not gonna work for me. And I just think that as women need to stand tall in what they want and do not compromise. If a man can't meet that standard, then maybe he should go be with somebody who doesn't expect that much. And you try to find, or be by yourself, or try to be with somebody that don't have a problem with your type of expectations. Period.
Absolutely. Period. Puff Daddy, all of that.
You tired, sis?
I'm way older than this. Yes.
I know you've been running around today.
Right. I do a lot in the day. Grandma gets around all day. I was at the the tryouts. So I was at Savvy Kids Magazine and Trends and Treasures over there chilling with the models, and Denham had his first modeling audition or whatever. So, I cooked dinner, I cleaned the house, I washed clothes. I did all of that today. You know, I'm a full-fledged mother.
So
So
you
I
had to work and bring in all the finances and come home and cook and clean too?
and teach the
So
kids.
you don't have no energy to be submissive.
No, I don't. I can't tolerate that. No.
So anybody want to call in 929-231-6415? Anybody want to chime in on IG or Instagram? What do you guys think? Somebody said, who is her man? Why you being all nosy now?
Who is who, man?
Somebody asked, who is your man?
Tell them I don't have a man. I have a plan.
She don't have a man. She have a plan. She has somebody that she's dating. And that's why I don't be calling people my man too. You know, we got to take that. We got to stop using that word so freely, you know. There's people that you're just dating. You know, they're not necessarily your man. They ain't make it to that title yet. And it's a reason why. Somebody said, when I worked the 2 full-time jobs, I drove an hour to my second job.
Okay, he won a trophy? Nah.
Oh, yeah. So somebody said, you do a lot. That is too much. She got to do what she got to do. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting around waiting for somebody to help them when things got to get done. So she's just putting it out there. So what she do, this is not nothing new. This is what a lot of single mothers and single women do.
Yep, absolutely.
Are y'all starting to understand? Are y'all starting to get why we are the way we are?
Right.
Or we need to break it down some more. Y'all still ain't getting it.
I don't sit around and twiddle my thumbs all day. Absolutely not.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think, you know, this whole generation, we got it all misconstrued, and especially the men, but we have to realize that somewhere is some women compromising, and that's why, you know, and there's some women that deal with it like that, and that's why we get the reaction that we get, you know, that we're too outspoken, we're too domineering, we don't listen, we don't this and that, but you know, we stand for a lot, you know, we do a lot. So why would you want to be, you know, submit all of that to something that, you know what I'm saying, that's not on the same level or not going in the same direction as you? So, you know, you got to be
and my thing is this, what is this, not just a man, but what is this overwhelming amount of control that everybody has to have? Like, why can't people be individuals and have a mind of their own, have opinions of their own, and they don't gotta move how you want them to move? And they don't. It's always a control, issue amongst people in general. Not just like in a man and a woman, not just in like in an intimate relationship. I find that even in my, you know, life, not just meaning dating or stuff. I'm just like, I have
the need for control, right?
Control issues. Like they gotta control. Oh, if I'm not talking to you, you can't talk. If I'm not talking to her, you can't talk to my kids. If you not this, if I don't like this and that, it's just like, what is this whole sense of control? Like people can't think and do what the hell they want to do. Why do you, as a grown person, have to have control over another grown person?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they know if they, you know, they don't control that situation or those people, you know, they feel threatened. They feel like they, you know what I'm saying, they're missing out.
The number again is 929-231-6415. Yeah, call in. Let's see what you got to say. Some men were raised by a single mother. Are you saying that your mother didn't raise them right? When did the right upbringing stop?
What?
He said some men were raised by a single mother. Are you saying that their mothers didn't raise them right? When did the right upbringing stop? Sometimes, I don't know, you might just be chiming in, but sometimes it is the mother's upbringing. Some of the mothers did spoil them and didn't guide them and treat them, didn't put them in the right direction. And this is what now they done grown up to be these men that we got to deal with now. A lot of these mothers have put these men on the wrong path. But at the same time, we also have to consider, no matter how much of a great woman or mother, a woman that she can be, she can't really raise a man. She can't teach a man how to be a man. This is why it's important for men to be active in their kids' life, regardless if they left the relationship or not.
Right.
So does that answer your question? So everybody out there in Sadior land, y'all don't want to call in 929-231-6415.
Yes, call in. Sadior Radio, Thick Girls Radio. Let's hear from some men and some women. Call the line, y'all. Participate.
Somebody want me to add them, and I don't even know how to do that. Because usually it sends a request, right? So I don't see a request. I see them saying add me, but I don't see it like, the thing saying join or whatever. I think you have to send me something if you wanted to join the live. Mr. Panama Pete. I feel like
Panama Pack and Pete.
Panama Pete, our Muslim brother, chiming in. Maybe he could give us some jewels on what, he said he was married for 16 years. He worked 2 jobs, and his wife never worked a day in her life. I like that type of energy he talking. Not that I even want to sit around and not work. I want to work. I just want to work, and I want my money to be for me, though.
Right, that's it. That's what we want to do.
I'm sorry, I'm my mother's kid. Like, my mother worked, and my mother did what she wanted to do with her money. My stepdad's money was for the household and to take care that need to be things that need to be taken care of. I know we're in a different time, and things is the cost of living costs more and it's harder and stuff like that. So I'm willing to help, but just not 50% of the help. Am I wrong for feeling better that?
No. I don't want to do 50% of the help either. But I want to contribute, and I'm not saying that I won't. I'm saying that I'll bring something. We don't have our hand all the way out, but we don't. It's not. We going Dutch on the bills. We going Dutch to the movies. It doesn't feel. I hate when people we going. I went Dutch.
Don't get me
Dutch, but I'm not Dutch. I don't want to do nothing but double Dutch. That's the only Dutch I want to do.
So this guy that I'm dating had the nerve to ask me.
Yeah,
when am I gonna pay for a date? We haven't been dating 6 months yet. Bro, I'm not even thinking about treating you on a date. Like, I really had to tell him, I don't think you even took me out enough for me to even consider treating you.
Right.
And I feel like that's a once in a while thing. I don't know. I'm different. What you think? That's wrong to be thinking like that? Guys, the audacity, yes. No, it's not no audacity. It is what it is. Like, you're not paying, the guy's not helping me pay no rent, no car notes, not getting my nails, hair done, nothing like that. The least you could do is pay for every goddamn date. I'm supposed to go half on a date, or, oh, you took me out the first 4 times, now it's my turn? I don't know. I don't think that's the audacity. What do you think, Black?
I mean, I don't know what's up with these New World Order dudes. I'm going to give it back to that because, when I'm used to dating and I don't got to pay for nothing. I'm not paying for you no date. And what happened to all the dudes that I don't know. I'm 45. So when I was coming up, I had money, for school. I had money for my nails and all of that. I got my hair done. I mean, it wasn't even an issue. And, every date we went on, he pretty much paid unless I said, babe, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll take care of it. But don't be asking me. I don't want you asking me that.
Exactly. I was in a whole marriage, and I probably can count on one hand how many times I pay for a date. But you know what? In that same relationship, like I mean, he just knew his role, what to do. But I'm the same person, like, you know me, I'm always shopping, you know. He ain't never had to buy no underwear.
That's when and see,
I see cologne. I see stuff that I think I would like to see him in. I do that or whatever, but he's not looking at me asking me, oh, babe, you know, it's time for you to pay for a date now. Or it's time for you to do this, that, and the third. It's like, I don't get it. What's up, Tima?
And see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, sis. You don't gotta ask me because I love to give gifts. I'm buying you all year. When it's your birthday, I'm going all out. I'm gonna make you feel like a king. You know, every time I see something that I think that'll look good on you, I'm getting drawers. I'm getting
right. We as women, we naturally like to shop anyway. So if you are due and you doing everything that you're supposed to do, what girl would not just be buying spontaneous shit for her dude? If that's what he's doing for her, you know what I mean? But these guys be wanting that and they ain't doing shit.
Right. So, I mean,
I want to know, where is these dudes that these rapper chicks be talking about? These, these Megan Stallion and Nicki Minaj's and all these other people who they be saying that they meeting these guys and these guys be buying them this and buying them that. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck these dudes is at, because these dudes that
they in the strip club. Where you think they at? They in the strip club. Because
I guess these girls are strippers or former strippers, and these men know off the gate what they in it for, and they giving it to them. But we got regular girls like you and I that ain't into, okay, we're not on nobody's pole and we're not telling you from the gate, like, you want some of this, you got to pay me and all that. So you just not going to give? You're not going to do nothing? I don't understand. Somebody said New World Order dudes. Yes, these New World Order dudes, we're going to throw them straight in the trash. Trash, y'all.
That's what we call them. Y'all got a name for us? We got a name for you guys.
Right. It's I don't know. So
we a little bit old school. You know what I'm saying, baby?
We a little bit old school with some new school, tricks. we still new school with it, but we still got that old school values. We ain't that motherfucker stupid. We know what these men supposed to be doing, and they ain't doing, and that's why we ain't quiet. And we ain't sitting around being submissive and all that, because you guys are falling short. Nobody on Facebook is commenting. Just IG at this point.
So they are, but for some reason, I can't really see them all the time.
So most of the people that we had on, oh God, I'm so hot. Y'all see I'm so sweaty?
You talking about me, baby.
My skin is always oily. But
what are you talking about?
Because I'm looking at how oily my skin is.
Well, look, Sadior ready, y'all. I know y'all ain't want to hear that, but hey.
So we're coming up into the hour. It's almost 9 o'clock. I know you guys are probably chiming into the aunties, Auntie Patty and Auntie Gladys and stuff. Look, I'm watching the battle that we're missing ourselves, Black. So for once, we're going to end the show on time, so we can catch up a little bit as well. So we want to thank everybody out there in Sadior land, Facebook land, and IG land for coming in and tuning in with us and showing us some love and support. But we're about to end the show, and we're about to catch the Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight verses on IG as well. So is there anything you want to close out with, Black?
No, I just want everybody, just want to thank everybody for tuning in to Thick Girls Radio, Sadior Radio, Mark 5, and, everybody out there. We appreciate all the support that you have been giving us, everybody chiming in and tuning in. And I hope that everyone is safe and productive and everything. And that's all pretty much I have to say. Oh, y'all can go to my website if you want some glorious makeup and body butter and all those wonderful products. Y'all can visit me at gloriousqueenmakeup.com, or if you want some products for your baby girl, some hair bows and all that fancy stuff, You can reach me at prettyprincess.me. Thank you, my queen, for always supporting.
Do you have the crown by you?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. So all those out there in Sadior land, and if you got those that's gonna watch this, and y'all haven't seen it, she on her website she has these beautiful crowns. So ladies, all the queens out there, y'all could check out her Facebook page, her website page, and also it's promoted on my page. She got these dope crowns that I recommend all the queens to get.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody out there, it was good, chopping it up with y'all. It's been a long 3 weeks. But this time it's not going to be another 3 weeks. We will be seeing y'all in approximately 2 more weeks. The second Sunday in this month. So for all those out there, all of our listeners and all of our followers on Facebook and IG, if y'all didn't know last week, or it's some people think it's every other Sunday, but it's really not. It's every second and fourth Sunday of every month. So if we have 4 weekends of the month, you got to look at the second one and the fourth one. So that's why we weren't on last week. So I know, we miss you guys. Hope y'all missed us too. So anyway, we love y'all. We're going to see y'all and hear from y'all in 2 weeks. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Sadior Radio. We see y'all next time out there. Thick Girls Radio. Y'all have a good, blessed one.